Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to explore how you can create Google Forms for the purpose that you want to use it for, maybe for collection of data through questionnaires or survey, or if you want to use it to organize a quiz or something. Let's see how you can use Google app to create Google Forms to collect data for, let's say, from respondents. In my case, I want to explore more how you can use the forms to collect data from a participant for an academic project. So the first thing to do is just open the Google tab on your system. So you can just, if you have a Google app on your my system, you can, or phone or laptop, just open it. I'm going to use the Microsoft Edge to open my Google tab. So if I click on Microsoft Edge and I type in, if I just type in the Google link, that sends me to the Google app, the Google tab, sorry. So having the Google tab here, you can just type in Google Form. The first thing to do is you want to open the Google Form interface, and that can be done in two ways. We can just type in the Google tab, Google Form. So let's type in Google Form. So Google Form, then press enter, and the first link you come and sign in. So when you sign in, that sends you to the interface of the Google Form. So this is the interface. That is one way you can open the interface of the Google Form. Or the next, you can also just at the interface, go to the top right corner of the Google interface. Then you open the Google Apps. Then you scroll down and locate Forms. So this is the Forms. If I click on Forms here, I just go to send me the Google Form interface, just like how it was open for me typing the Google Form in the Google tab. So having access the Google app or the Google Form interface with any of the two methods, you have several templates for Google Form creation. So you can have it with no title. You are going to have your own title. If you want just contact information, you can just use this one. If you want a party invite or any other interface that you want your form to be, you can just choose interface and use it. I'm going to just use a blank form and create my own survey or my Google form for collection of data, as I said, for academic purposes. So let's see how you're going to go by it if you use just a blank Google form to create your own survey form for collection of data. So let's click on a blank form, and clicking on that sends you to the Google Form interface. The first thing to do is to type the title of the form. So the title of the form, I'm going to have projects. So it's going to be for a project. So survey, I'm going to have project survey, or maybe you can, I will say project survey stroke questionnaire. So based on what you want to use it for, then you have to give it a small description. Maybe I want to describe it as, let's say, collection of data. So I'm going to collect data. So I'm going to collect data for, let's say, academic projects. So academic projects for, so academic projects. Maybe you can just have the project title inside the brackets. You can also adapt several, formatting techniques to the title. So you can just bolden it, you can choose to italize it, maybe you can choose to underline it, or you can insert a link, or maybe you can also remove all the formatting that you apply to it. So the next thing is the questions itself. Now the question is based what question you want to um, take from the date from the respondent. The question can be maybe a short answer question. Maybe you want to just you want them to write something. You want them to just check in or based on what you want. So maybe I'm going to first collect the email from the respondent. So the first question, I'm going to type in the email. If I type email there, then you come to the response option. So Google gives you several response options for every question that you give to your respondent. So if I click on this drop down arrow, I'm going to have the short answer, the paragraph. You can have multiple choice, checkbox, or drop down, or you can even upload file. So these are the different short answer or response options that Google can give you. So the response options, there are many, but based on the demand of the question, Google will just give you a default. So since email is just a short answer question, Google is just giving me for the short answer response. But if I want it to be maybe, if I want them to add more, I can just choose and maybe add a paragraph where the audience can express themselves and write something. Or if the question demands them to write more, you are just going to select the paragraph option and choose. So I'm going to just demand for their email, and because it's just a short response, you just leave it. The next thing is, let's move to the next question. So let's say this is the first question. So let's say this is question one. Let's move to the next question. Now, to do so, since this email is more like a requirement, any of the questions that is a requirement that must be answered before, you first have to click on the required, open it, check in there. When you check it, then you come and add up question. So the email is a required option. So when you click on the required and open it, that is you on it, you add question, that gives you the next question where you are going to type in. So maybe the next thing I want to take from my participant or my respondents is their demographic. Let's say let's say the agenda. So let me say I want the agenda. So with agenda 2, it is of two options. So maybe the gender can be a male or it can be a female. You can have other genders there. Maybe you can choose to tell them they should prefer not to say, or maybe if there is any other, I think I mistaken. So if there is any other that you want to, maybe I want to have other as the next response. So for here, my respondents are just going to check one. Let's select one. So it is more like a multiple choice where they are going to just choose one. If you want it to be a checkbox, you can also do like this for them to just check one for you. So the response will just going to check one of the various options. The next is I'm going to add the next question. Let's say I want their age. So with their age, so I want the age. Now the age, maybe I want it to be a short answer. I want them to write themselves. Or if I want to give them options to find, I can choose to give them options by saying, let me add checkbox, where the first option is, let's say 1 to 20 years. Then the next question option, let's say if I just press the enter key, and that sends you the next question, 21 option, then to let's say 40. Then maybe the next one, enter, maybe I want 41 and above. So and above. So that is it for the next question. Now let me add the next question. If I add it, let's say I want them to write something. So I want to ask them, would you like to take parts? Would you like to take parts in this survey? So this one is either yes or no. So it is also a checkbox. So you can make it a multiple choice or more like a checkbox answer. So you can say yes, or you can choose to say no. So it just opens automatically. I can just press the tab key on the keyboard to select it. The next one, let's say I want my respondents to maybe write something. So a question I want to ask them, let's say, let me just ask them any question. So let me say I want to, why do you think this survey is necessary? So why do you think here it is going to be a long answer? So they have to choose a paragraph. Google just give me a paragraph. So it means my respondents are going to just type, or Google is just going to give them a blank interface for them to write. Now let's see how the various forms or questions appear. So if I come to this preview up there, this is how the questionnaire will look like when my respondent opens the question. So the first one, the email here. So indicated these ones are required. So here it is mandatory. It's more like if you don't put it there, there is no way you can send the answers out. So if it is a quiz or something, you can't send it out if you have not filled this particular form. So my respondent can choose to answer this. That's how it appears when my respondent opens the form. Now let's get back to the work itself. Now let's see how we can apply some editing techniques to this. This is my form. If you want to use different colors for the interface, you come to the customize theme. So if you click on the customize theme, that gives you different colors that you can choose for the interface. So I can choose this color, and that gives me the interface to be that. Maybe I want the color to be this, or you can even add an image to the cover page of your questionnaire. So if I come to choose image, Google is just going to give me a default images I can select. So these are the default images. Or if you want to upload your own image to, you can just come here and upload a new one from your system. So let's say I want to add a default image. Let me say I want to add this. So as when you add this, that comes there. So that comes the top of your questionnaire. So this one, whenever my respondent opens the questionnaire, that is how it is going to appear to them. Next, let's see the various settings that Google offers for the Google form creation. If you want to do any setting, so come to the settings, and this one gives you the various settings that you must apply or Google can give you. So if you come to settings, you can choose to make this one a quiz. So if I want it to be a quiz, my case is not a quiz, but if it is a quiz in your case, you can just on this one, so that if it is a quiz, you can just on this one. You can edit the various responses that your audience can give you. First, you can collect their emails. So if you want to collect their emails, which is already there, you can just check in here and say verified or the response input. You can also allow them to change their responses after selecting. So mostly if it is a questionnaire in my case, I have to on this because my respondent may choose to edit it after answering. But if it is a quiz, um, then you don't have to allow them to edit it. That is if it's a quiz. So how many response can they choose? So if my question is such that they can choose more than one response, I will have to also on this. Normally, if it's a quiz, then you have to also on this so that what do you call it, on this so that you can limit it to, if it's a quiz, you can limit it to one just response. You have also different settings under presentation. So you can let them show, you can show the progress bar when they open the link. You can just shuffle the question in order or any other that you want to appear. Then you have some default settings that Google can give you, which is also self-explanatory, that you would like to choose. Now, this is the various responses or the editing that you can apply to your questionnaire. Let's come to the questions itself. Now let's say I'm done and I want to send my question out to my respondent. The first thing to do in my case is to click on the publish. So let me first my publish my questionnaire. So let me first publish it. That means that Google will have access. Anyone that fills the form, I'll be able to have access to. Just after publishing it, now I can just copy the link to whoever I want to. So I can just come here and click on the copy respondent link. So this is the link to my questionnaire. So if I click on copy, this copied item, I will be able to send it to whoever I want to send. So I can send the link through email, through WhatsApp, through Facebook, or to any other means that I can reach my audience. I can just send it. So let's see how the form will appear when my respondent opens the link. So I'm going to open a new tab. Let's say I'm a respondent. If this is the link, if I open the link, how does it appear? So this is the link. So maybe the first one is the email of the respondent. So let me just answer all the questions. So the first one is the email. So let me say I want to put the email. So let me choose any email here. Let me say I want this one. With the gender, I say I want a male. Then with the age, let me say I'm from 21 to 40 years. Then will I like to partake in the survey? Let me say yes. Then why do you think this survey necessary. Let me see. I want to say no idea. So I say no idea. So no idea. So this is, let's see, how my respondents will answer the question. So this is how it appears. So when they are done, this is how the submission goes. So when they are done filling the form, they will click on the submit. So when they submit, how will I be able to trace the responses from this? If come back to my form, if I come back to my questionnaires, you can see here the responses. So the responses here will show you how many people have responded. So because someone has just filled, which in case is me, it will always appear at the responses option. When I click on the responses, I will see the question being answered for a particular respondent. So I can see the gender, someone chose male. Then I can see that with the age, someone chose 21 to 40, shown with what I am analytics. Then, and would you like to take part in this survey? We have yes. Then, why do you think the survey is necessary? You have what? No idea. So if it is more than one response, you can see a drop down arrow that for you can open to check the response of another um, responses from another respondent. Thanks for watching. That's how you can create Google Forms for your academic use, or you can even use it for quizzes. Don't forget to like and subscribe to watching so you can receive every update that we upload on this channel. Thank you.